guys, welcome back to our channel.
That's Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Katie. And we are coming at you with another video.
So we'll start with our dogs are in the house and we have hardwood floors and they're walking around and being impatient and demanding our attention.
So if you hear any cute little pitter patter, yawns, groans, sighs, then that's probably them. So where I left you guys last was that Clomid had worked. I had ovulated and we were halfway through our 2-week wait. That 2-week wait came to an end when I took a pregnancy test and it was negative. A few days later my period came and we started another round of Clomid, and that's kind of where we are now.
Yep. So today's video we wanted to talk about our infertility bucket list, which is we don't want to be sad the entire time that we're waiting for this child to come into our lives. We don't, I mean, if you knew that your goal would be achieved in the next 2 years, would you sit at home and be sad about it the entire time?
Yeah.
Or would you go out and use that time to do fun stuff? So we're really hoping that within 2 years we have that child and that we never get to any of this bucket list stuff.
Yeah, we're hoping that this round works, but we're also realistic and we don't want to just be constantly sad and constantly waiting for that positive pregnancy test. So we made a list of things that every time we get a bad news, that we can just kind of look at our list and pick something. And some of them are
outlandish.
Some of them are a little eccentric. Some of them will cost a little bit of money. Some of them are technically free. We just kind of have to get there. And yeah, so we've got a little bit of everything on this list, and we're really excited to share them with you. The reason that some of them are a little outlandish and maybe to you guys a little frivolous is that we are extremely blessed in the fact that Kyle's job, his medical insurance that I'm under, completely covers infertility. So we realize that that is a huge blessing, that we won't have to financially take on the burden of some of these more costly treatments if it does get to that. So we decided that since our money wasn't going to be spent on IVF, that we were going to have a little bit of fun and do a little bit of traveling and kind of get our mind off of some of the negative things that infertility can bring. So do you want to get into the list? We're going to read down the list and do like a quick little synopsis of what that means to us or why we want to do that. But every time we get a bad result, we're going to bring you guys along on the trip. So it'll be kind of like a little bit of a mini series. Right now we have 12 things on the list and we're hoping not to go through all of them. But if we go through all of them and still no positive pregnancy tests, then we're just going to make another list.
Just make more stuff up.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll start reading. There's 12 things, so I'll read the first 6 and Kyle will read the last 6. So the first thing on the list is wine tasting in a small town called Murphy's. It's here in California. It's really cute. They've got antiquing and ice cream.
It's a cute little gold rush town.
Yeah.
So it's lots of Victorian houses and stuff in the woods, and it'd just be a nice relaxing weekend.
And it's not too far, it won't cost too much,
yeah,
and it'll be really fun.
Yeah.
And then we each did a date planned by the other person, so I will have to kind of make Kyle's like dream date.
It won't be hard.
It won't be hard, and then harder, he'll have to make my dream date. So that will be really fun. And then we did 2 hikes. One is in Tahoe, and it is hiking to the top of Maggie's Peaks. Kyle did that once, and it was beautiful. He actually took you guys along. I'll link the video where he did that up in the top. But I did not make it to the top. We tried to do it right before we left Tahoe, and I had a back issue and started crying maybe 100 feet up.
5 minutes into it.
Yeah, so we did not make it to the top. And then the second hike is actually the first hike that Kyle and I ever did together. It's to a lake in Northern California called Bergson, and it's a place that he went as an Eagle or as a Boy Scout, and we went together, and yeah, it was really fun.
And we haven't been back there since the first time we went there.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
So
that would be really fun.
So we want to do a trip to Yosemite, either a day trip or a weekend trip or maybe a long weekend.
Yeah, we'll probably see how finances are and what makes the most sense.
Yeah, there's that really big, cool old hotel there, or near there, I guess, that I think would be really cool to stay there. Or just a day trip. It doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, do some hiking. We can't take our dogs because dogs aren't allowed in national parks.
Yeah.
But I think that it would be a really, really fun trip.
Yeah. Disneyland. Katey goes all the time.
I don't go all the time.
I went when I was...
I guess comparatively.
Yeah. I went when I was 4 years old, and that's the only time I've ever been.
I just think that to appreciate Disneyland with children, you have to have like an active memory of Disneyland as an adult.
Yeah.
So I think that it would be really special for him to go.
A summertime trip to Seattle. We go to Seattle very often for Christmas or Thanksgiving, and it's always in the bleak and dreary months. And
Kyle gets really bad seasonal affective disorder,
Yeah.
and so he's usually pretty grumpy.
yeah, I don't like not sunshine.
Good old California boy.
Yeah. So we went once in September, or twice, I guess.
Yeah.
Twice in September or early fall, and it was amazing. I loved it. So I think actually going during the summertime would be amazing.
It would be.
We have friends that are currently living in Chicago, and Katey has been to Chicago a couple times, and I've never been, and she said it was a very fun city.
Yeah, I'm not really a city person. I hate going to San Francisco. I didn't really love going into downtown Seattle, but there's just something about Chicago. It's not as overpopulated as those cities.
Yeah.
Like, you can walk down the sidewalk, and I'm a sucker for a good Chicago dog.
Yeah, me too. We also have some friends that live in Tucson, Arizona. Tucson. So we want to go visit them because I've been to Arizona once, and that was because I walked across the Hoover Dam from Nevada into Arizona. So I've technically been to Arizona once.
I really like Arizona. It's hot but it's dry and it's nice and it's really pretty. I like the desert.
Yeah, so it'd be fun to go there for a long weekend, hopefully, or something like that.
Yeah. And then the last one, Kyle hates.
The last one is Katey's ridiculous road trip. She wants to where do you want to drive to some?
I want to drive first to Nevada to drop off the dogs with Kyle's parents. And then I want to drive to Kentucky. And then kind of go down to Nashville. And then go down to New Orleans because I love beignets. And I really just kind of want to eat our way through the South because we both really love barbecue and Kyle likes Cajun food and...
Now, I think the core of this road trip would be really fun.
But Kyle doesn't want to get there.
I don't want to drive there. I want to fly to there and then drive around.
Yeah, which is probably what we'll end up doing. But there's just something really fun about a nice long road trip.
And yeah, that's our list so far. We may add to it, we may skip over stuff. It's not necessarily in order.
No, yeah, we're not going to be doing these in order of anything. It's just going to be kind of what our finances look like at the time, what sounds fun at the time, the season at the time, because obviously we can't do summer in Seattle in December.
Yeah.
So we're just going to kind of play it by ear. It's a little hard because we won't have a whole lot of notice before. We'll kind of just start planning as soon as we get a negative result, so that way we have something fun to look forward to. And I'm excited that we are kind of putting a more positive spin on our current situation, because I think that it's really easy for us to get sad, especially me, and I have kind of fallen into that. So I'm excited that we made this list, and I'm really looking forward to the first thing on our list. And you guys, since we got that negative news, we already planned our first trip, and we will see you guys there.
Bye.
Bye.